Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. It's Thursday morning, and you know what that means. It's Create with the Bead Place.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Hi. Let us know if you can hear us okay. I'm Abby,
I'm
and
Becky.
we are a part of the Bead Place. We are a brick and mortar bead and yarn shop in the St. Louis area, and we're also an online retailer and wholesaler. You can shop at beadplace.net anytime. Today we are going to today we're going to be doing a little bit of an experiment. We're going to see how we can create a necklace out of the same materials that we used in last night's stream,
Scrappy
where
cuff.
we made strappy cuffs. Yeah. So we are just going to kind of wing it, and we'll kind of design together and have some fun. All
Yeah.
right, let's. Well, before we get started, if you guys wouldn't mind liking the video if you're watching on YouTube, hearting the video if you're watching on Facebook, and sharing it with all your friends, we would appreciate it. And let's do some creating. So let us know in chat where you're watching from. We would love to know. I'm going to take a minute to share our stream to all the places that we usually share to. And Becky's going to talk to you a little bit about the materials that we're using today, the types of wire and the sizes and
Yeah,
everything.
so in case you missed it last night, we made a scrappy cuff. And we have kits for these on our website, or we sell the supplies a la carte also.
A la carte.
A la carte. So, what this is a cuff bracelet, obviously. We have some 14 gauge wire, 16, 16 gauge wire as the core, and you can see it sticking out here on the ends. We have some ladder yarn, or you can use fun yarn, or we have fiber hanks. Aren't these fun?
Yes.
So these are, how many strands are in here?
There are 10 different 2 yard lengths of luxury fibers and ribbons. So we color coordinated them for you just to make it easy for you to create designs that you love. You can find those at beadplace.net, and I will have those linked for you
Yeah,
guys in just a sec.
they're called fiber hanks. Are they fun? They're so fun.
Yes, they are.
I think this is my favorite. Um,
I like the orange and purple one with the
yeah.
little tufts of. They look like fish fins or something. I don't
Oh
know
yeah, yeah.
what they
Almost
are.
like beehives when you spin yarn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
So I'm gonna take a second to drop those links for you guys. Let us know. Like I said, let us know where you're watching from, whether you want to share what platform you're watching us on, or what city or state you're watching. We'd
Then
love to know.
over the fiber is a few different colors of 26 gauge craft wire. On this one we made last night, there is purple and white and orange. And I would have never picked the white, but it's awesome. You can just see it. We used it first, so it's like the underlayer, and you can just see it peeking through, and it's fun. And then we, on our last round of
That was the
wire.
one I made the day before. This was
Oh,
the one you made
here
last
it
night.
is.
I was like, you
Here it
even
is.
see more white than that.
There's the white.
Sorry, I just was like,
Yeah,
hold on.
yeah. That's the one we made last night. It's similar to this one, but this is the one we made last night.
A little
And
bit brighter.
people watching helped us pick out the colors of everything in this.
I was like, where are the tails?
Yeah. Oh, yep. There's my. I left my tails out because they're fun to leave out. But yeah, you can tuck your tails in if you want. And then yeah. So on the last pass of wire, you just put the. We have some Austrian crystal right here, um, that we put on it. I kind of space them out evenly. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want. You can put more or less or whatever you want on it. But
Yeah.
that's just what I chose to do. But so here's a couple different variations. And I think today we're going to try and make a necklace out of these.
Yeah, last night someone had the genius idea of making a necklace out of it. And we sat with that for a minute. And then we thought, wouldn't it be cool to do a like U shaped, like horseshoe shaped necklace collar so that the opening is in the front? And you could add like tassels down from the front, or you could add
I would add chain.
slabs of chain. Yeah.
Chain with like a charm at the end or something.
Yeah, super fun.
That's fun.
So Becky, do you want to give the 16 gauge a try? Do you want to try it with aluminum and 12 gauge? Do you want to try with flat wire? What do you want to experiment with first?
Well, is that long enough? I'll just use that.
Put it around. Yeah, this
Okay.
would be long enough for me.
Okay.
Everybody's neck size is different. So let's measure this length of 16 gauge. Sue says, hello, heading to get some medical tests complete. I'll watch the replay later. Love you guys. Well, we love you too, Sue.
Hi, Sue.
Hope all those tests go well.
Yeah, good luck.
And we are going to start with about 15.5 inches of this 16 gauge wire. And I will hand that to you in just a second, Becky.
I think for most people it would be different. So just put some wire around your neck or put like a tape measure around your neck and just measure where you'd want it to sit, like in the front, right in front of your collarbone maybe.
And I would imagine that the stiffer the wire, the shorter you could go with it. So like if you were using a 14 gauge wire, you would probably be able to get away with one that has a bigger opening. But it's also going to depend on what you're hanging from it as well. Because those swags that you might want to put on or tassels will add some counterweight and keep it on your neck.
So you want to add a 1/2 inch to whatever you measured that you need because we are going to loop the ends. And as you can see on the sample here, we're going to loop it in that way instead of out because you don't want it to stick out. Oh, and by the way, this is one I made a long time ago. This is an example of just kind of going off script and using whatever you have. I forgot what fiber is in there.
I love that.
Yeah, so I put some little pearls in there and some like opaly color 4mm drukes.
Pretty.
And yeah, so that's the one I made. I made this a long time ago. And occasionally I wear it. Okay, so I'm going to make my loops going in. I'm going to do it not quite halfway up the round nose plier because the bigger you get over here, and then it's tapered, so over there you get smaller loops. I'm going to put it right about there, and I'm just going to make a loop going in. If you are concerned about getting your loops perfectly uniform with each other, you can use a Sharpie to make a hash mark on your pliers. But, I mean, you don't have to. I just like to kind of eyeball stuff.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
You guys, the bear, I don't know if you were watching our stream last night, but the bear that's traveling through our area, the bear is in my hometown now.
Oh, no. And you live in the middle of nowhere pretty much. So.
Well, I should say the bear is in the city that is closest to where we live.
Yeah.
We don't live in city limits. But the bear, as far as, well, I heard at the coffee shop this morning that the bear is in Collinsville now.
Oh, no.
I live outside of Collinsville, but on the other side.
Yeah.
But there's a black bear, a juvenile black bear that's been traveling through. And so everybody's on bear watch. All the community Facebook pages have been.
Don't play outside.
Yeah. Have been posting pictures of the bear sightings.
Yeah. So for the bracelet, you would cut 3 yards of fiber. But since we really don't know how much fiber we're going to need, I'm just going to work off the spool. I'm not going to cut anything. I'm just going to work off the spool.
Yeah, Mary, today we're doing a little bit of an experiment. Yesterday we did a one of our scrappy cuffs, which while Becky's wrapping, I'm just going to reach over her and show you on the screen. So you can check out our full tutorial on the YouTube channel in the videos, or you can check out the live last night where we kind of reproduced it. So we figured that we would do a necklace today and just experiment to see some different ways to do it. We are using 12 gauge wire as the base.
Yeah.
And it's half hard temperament wire, and Becky is wrapping ladder yarn around. So
I'm finding that it's a little bit trickier to wrap it around this big wire for a necklace than it is for a bracelet.
Yeah, it might be because it's
it's curved.
Yeah,
we didn't do a parentheses. going to stretch it out just a little bit so it looks more like a parenthesis than a smiley face.
Yeah.
But don't want to work with it too much. But we'll do this. But yeah, so.
Oh, awesome. Mary says
stay
I have
around.
that yarn.
Cool.
It's a great yarn.
Cool. Yeah.
You might want to use that tail like a handle.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
And then the other thing that you can do is work with 2 of your ladder yarns at the same time to add more bulk. So you don't have to wrap back and forth.
Let's do that because we have a lot of service to cover.
We do.
Yeah. Okay, so I just tied that one around the wire, just like you're tying your shoe, just tie it on. And I'm going to tie that one on the same way. And so, yeah, I'm going to straighten this out a little bit more so it's a little bit easier to work with. Here we go. And then, so I have the rainbow and the blue-green. Oh, no.
You want me to
I spilled the crystals.
That's okay. I just want to make sure you're not all tangled up in your tools.
Yeah. So I'm going to bring you up just a little bit so I have a little bit more room to work here.
Yeah, and guys,
there we go.
When you're working on this at home, it'll be a lot less fiddly. Becky has camera equipment and stuff to work around, so we imagine you'll have a little bit less fiddliness.
There's a lot of
workstation, unless you also produce YouTube videos and lives. Who knows?
Yeah, there's a lot of technology between me and you. So we'll figure it out. There we go. So I'm holding my tails and I'm just to anchor everything and I'm trying to go over my tails. And if you don't get your tails worked in, that's not a big deal at all because we can work that in with the wire.
Hey, what would happen if you slid it down to this end and worked closer to the end, and then once you got a little bit more, you slide it back down?
Oh, yep. Good idea.
Yay. And then maybe because it's a necklace, you don't have to worry about wrapping it so tight and keeping it tight. You can just kind of zhuzh it. And some texture is fun.
Oh, that's an idea. That's so much easier than what I was doing. So the bracelet, you only have less than 8 inches of wire. This is like double that.
Right.
So I'm just going to put these down here.
Yeah, go for it. Let them roll around. Becky just put the yarn down beneath her chair. If you've got like a basket or a yarn bowl, it's a good idea to put your rolls on the floor so that you can pull up and they don't tangle. That is so cute, scrunched like that.
Yeah.
I love that.
This is a lot easier to do it this way.
Hey,
I just have a really small area. And I'm holding the tails in my fingers back here so that it doesn't just and unravel.
Awesome.
Yeah, sound effects really help.
Definitely.
Sound effects make everything happen better. Yeah. Did we ask where everybody's watching from today?
We did, but we didn't get any answers. Everybody's being safe online.
We know a couple of you. Yeah, you might not tell me your talent. Just hey, I'm in the Midwest, or I'm on the East Coast. Yeah, my East Coast friends had a hurricane last night, but thankfully they're all safe. I have talked to them.
Well, that's good. I hope everybody watching is out of harm's way.
Yeah.
Hope everybody's out of harm's way.
Yeah. And my friend in California had an earthquake yesterday, and holy cow.
Yeah, I saw that. It was like a 6 something magnitude.
She said that they knew beforehand, and it didn't feel as strong as they said it was going to, and the bed shook and her knickknacks on her dresser kind of shook a little bit, but nothing even fell off the counters.
Well, that's good.
And they were fine. Yeah.
Mary says, I'm north of Fort Worth, Texas. We've got friends in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Mary, do you have a fun bead shop out where you are? We used to be distributors of a charm line to a store in Fort Worth.
Look how good that's looking.
It looks so cute.
I'm glad you had the idea of scrunching it down here because the other end I was having no luck.
Well,
Teamwork. That's the cool part about just experimenting and making new stuff, though. And that's the important part about having creative friends because you can bounce ideas off each other.
Mary, I asked if you have a bead store out there that you shop at. I don't know if that's what you are asking us to repeat. But then after that, I had said that we used to be distributors of one of our charm lines to, because we're wholesalers also. So we used to distribute a charm line to a bead store in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Trying to think of the name of it.
The bead shop.
No.
The charm line.
Oh, the bead. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought you meant like the bead shop is the name of the bead shop.
No.
We
You're,
have friends
you're
that
trying to
have
think
the
of the
bead
name
shop.
of the bead shop. Yeah, there is a bead shop.
Yeah.
The bead shop. And we're the bead place.
Right.
Yeah.
I just Googled it, and I am familiar with a couple of these stores, but none of them are the ones that we distributed to. So I wonder if they closed.
I am zhuzhing and trying to make this even-ish. But really, it doesn't matter too much if it's even because we're going to cover all this with wire and you're not going to see it. This is just a backdrop. So I think I'm almost unwrapping with fibers.
Awesome. So Caroline Vi says, love it.
Hi, Carolyn.
Mary says, I'm originally from Chicago. We followed the grandkids down here. Oh, we know of a ton of great stores that were in Chicago. And we not only distributed to them, but also anytime I was there, shopped them as well.
Scissors, please.
You want me to do the honors and cut for you?
There we go.
Oh, hold on. I cut in the middle of a ladder.
Yeah.
Mary says, I worked for Hobby Lobby for 10 years. Oh, wow.
That was fun.
Says, I'm full of beads. I can imagine.
I bet.
Mary says, but I'm always looking for new kinds of beads.
Oh, of course. Always.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like Pokemon. You got to catch them all.
Got to catch them all. Yeah. Yeah. We are a Pokestop here.
We are.
Yeah, I think almost everybody except for me around here plays Pokemon Go. My daughter plays Pokemon Go, so when she's up here, she's always doing whatever you do. And
yeah,
I know Abby plays, and her partner Alex plays, and their daughter plays, and Pokemon Go is popular around here. Yeah, yeah.
It gives you little cute incentives to like get out and go places and
walk
routes. And
yeah.
They're cute.
We live downtown in a city just right next door to where we are here, and there's a lot of Pokestops there, and there's always people just walking up and down the sidewalk. When you see a group of people walking and talking to each other and staring at the phones and holding their phones up or over to the side, you know it's a group of people playing Pokemon Go.
Like they're taking pictures of nothing.
Yeah, yeah, and they are, but they're actually So, you know, when they're playing Pokemon Go, there's always people just walking up and down the street doing that. Okay, so my tails ended up hanging out, but I mean, I like that. You can tuck them, you can leave them, you can cover them with wire, whatever. So here's a close up for you.
Love it.
Yeah, so I just wrapped it around, and it's not even. And in fact, this end over here, where I started, is a little bit looser. Doesn't matter. We're gonna cover it up.
Yeah,
this is just base foundation. So let's cut some wire. Should I work off this spool with a wire too, I guess?
Might as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just do one at a time.
Okay. Okay, I'll start with the white again. So this is 26 gauge white craft wire.
That's the Bead Place craft wire, and you can find that at beadplace.net.
I don't think we have a lot of colors on there, but if you're interested, let us know, and we can let you know what colors we have.
Yeah, if you see a color we're using today that you don't see on the website, just put in the order. Just order whatever color is on there.
Yeah.
And put in the order notes what color you want, because they're all the same.
So I'm going to start at this end, right there at the end. I have a tail about 1 inch that I'm going to wrap around this way, nice and tight. And especially because this is our first pass, you don't have to get anything perfect. Because this is going to be underneath. It's going to be the one that is least visible. And yeah. And so, and just the style of this, you don't want it. It's okay if it's not perfect looking. It's meant to be just whatever.
Let's maybe see if you can straighten that out back into like a straight wire rather than a C shape.
Yeah.
And that might make it a lot easier for you. And you might even be able to just like twist the wire, like twirl the wire around.
Yeah, it's like, kind of, if I didn't have the technology right there, I would have.
Do you want me to lift it up for you?
I think it's going to be okay. Let's put the wire over here.
Okay.
and we can make it work.
Mary says, I'm so loving the way this necklace is coming out.
Yeah.
Yay.
So I'm just loosely spiraling this around here. Can you see it? Yeah.
Yeah, it shows up
Yeah.
really well with the white.
You can do it as tight or as loose as you want. I don't mean like it has to be tight, but I mean like as close or as far away from the wraps as you want. I'm just kind of doing it kind of spaced out and random and whatever. There we go. I got into a groove and it's working.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you didn't want your tails hanging out, this would be the point where you would start to tuck those tails in. So you could either wrap them in while you're wrapping the fiber on your pass before this, or you can really utilize the wire to tuck those tails in. And it might take a couple passes, and you might have to trim them down again with scissors after the fact, but it'll be great.
I'm going to try to start tucking those in now.
Mary says, my daughter-in-law used to play Pokemon Go in the car. Not happy about that. You know what, Mary? So many people did that Pokemon Go added this big warning when it senses that you're in the car. Like if you're going faster than what it perceives as a normal walking speed, it'll bring up this big warning that says that you're not to play it while driving. And you have to like click an agreement button that you're
in the back seat.
That you're not driving.
Yeah. My daughter plays in the back seat all the time.
Yeah. But. And there's like this. They try to discourage the use of Pokemon Go in vehicles, even if you're riding.
Yeah.
But like, there's not Pokemon that will show up if you're going too fast. Like you have to be going a slow speed unless you use your like special like date. You've got like a once a day incense that you use, which is like this thing in the game that attracts Pokemon to you. And like once a day you can use your special incense while you're like on the go.
Pokemon Go.
So it's like if you're taking the train to work or the bus to work, you can play it one time.
Yeah, maybe that's what my daughter does. She was playing it yesterday while we were on the highway going to St. Louis.
Yeah, she was probably doing that, or maybe she was doing like remote raids or battles or something.
Yeah,
but I'm just specifically talking about like catching Pokemon.
So I finished my white wire. I anchored it both ends, kind of went around the end. Then I went this way, then that way, and I on each end. See how it's like anchored.
So cute
on each end. Yeah. So I'm going to start some orange wire, and again I'm trying to tuck my tails in, and by the time we have all of our wire on here, the tails will be tucked in enough that I can cut whatever's left off.
Awesome.
There we go.
Linda says, thanks Abby, got my order and love it. Yay. Well, thanks Linda. What'd you order from us? I am not the one that usually packs too many of the orders. So I never get to really see what people are ordering from us unless I go back and look at the analytics.
Becca does that a lot. I do it sometimes, but Becca does that a lot.
Yeah, Becca is the main,
she
customer service kind
knows about all the orders.
Yep, and then Jenny, and then Becky, and then me. That's probably the order of.
I do a lot of the online stuff, back end of the website.
If something's in stock online, it's because of Becky.
Yeah.
Becky put it there.
Usually.
Heather says, hi, everyone. Still working on my road trip. Did the knee-lay shortened version. Came out really nice. Awesome. So glad to hear it. Did you put yours on capture chain? Or did you use the t-shirt stuff from the day trip kit? Mary says, hello, Heather. Mary says, that's good to know. Oh, yeah, kids in the car, not great.
So I anchored it.
Hello.
I anchored it on at the end there, and I'm going to go back now. On the bracelet, I made 3 passes. On this, I'm just going to make 2 passes, I think, just for the sake of time. And we want to get to the good part about putting the crystals on. So that was going across one way, and I anchored it at the beginning and the end of that round. And
hi, Nancy.
I'm just going to go back.
Long time no see.
And just kind of randomly, not necessarily perfect size between the revolutions here, but whatever. You can do whatever you want.
Make it your own.
Yeah, I like these kind of projects where you can just do whatever you want. There we go. And I'm going to cut my wire right about there, and then just take this. And so this is the bulky end where I started, and the fibers are kind of hanging out still. I'm going to pay extra attention to go around that fiber even more. And already it's starting to just behave.
Now that we've gotten some more detail on there, Becky, would you mind seeing what happens if we flip that overhead light on the camera?
Yeah.
Because I wonder if that'll show us a little bit more detail.
Whoa. Yes.
Yeah.
It does. So here's what I've done so far. You can see the white and the orange and the fiber.
Mary says, what gauge wires are you using? That's a great question. So we are using 16 gauge German wire for the base. Which is just the size that we typically use for the cuff bracelet. This is an experiment today using it for the necklace. So we're checking to see if this is the right gauge for a necklace. But so far, so good. It seems hard enough.
Yeah. And the fibers and the wires really make it more firm too.
Yeah.
It just tells it what to do.
And then the wire that we're using for the decorative part, we've got our craft wire. It's 26 gauge, and we're using 3 different colors of the bead placed craft wire.
Yeah. If I was making a bracelet, I would cut off, what, 1.5 yards, you said?
Just 1 yard of each color.
Yeah, but for the necklace here, we don't know exactly how much we're going to use, so I'm just working off the spool as I did for the fibers too. I just worked off the spool and cut it off when I'm done. But if you've done this a few times and you know how much you need.
You can't work off the spool if you're adding beads.
Oh.
Or you can pre-string. Why don't we just do 2 yard increments?
Yeah, and I can always add more in the middle if I have to.
Yeah. Length.
Yeah, that's true. You can't.
I mean, you could pre-string them, but as we said last night, if you guys were here for that stream, if you pre-string on wire, you're more likely to have kinks in your wire, and because this is your outer row of wire,
you want it to look better. Yeah, you want it to look better. So this tail is still sticking out, but it's plenty secured underneath here. So I'm just going to use the scissors and cut this tail off really close to, boop, there you go, all gone. Boop, and it helps if you say boop.
Heather says, shortened version went on the pearlesque capture chain. Ooh, nice. What color pearlesque chain did you get from Silver Silk? I had some purple in my stash. I don't remember what the official name was, but it was a beautiful purple color. And I had like an aqua color. It was like almost like a mint green kind of aqua pearlesque chain. And I didn't know that either of those colors would look as good as just like the plain gold that I got. And the gold that I got was just the capture chain.
Just a minute, Abby. So I put my first bead on here. See right there. And I'm going to hold it in place with my thumb or my finger and just kind of go around the wire to secure it on. Since this is a necklace, let's see, let's make it on the outer edge right there. And you can kind of just move the wire manually with your hand a little bit until it's like locked into place. Lock it in. And so, see, there it is right there. You can see it there. And then I'm just going to wrap the wire around the necklace a couple times to secure it on. The first one is kind of important just to really, a couple times. Just there we go. And now I can add another bead. So that's that. Let me find the other end of my wire. So here's this. Oh, Abby has something to show you.
Just to kind of provide context for the conversation that we are having, Heather and I, we're talking about our presentation from the most recent Great Bead Extravaganza. And so this is the project that Heather was mentioning that she has been working on. This is the day trip version of the summer road trip, but that one was done on Silver Silk. This is the way the kit comes, so it's on recycled t-shirt yarn, recycled polyester t-shirt yarn. And then the full deluxe version is a knotted necklace with lots of those little handmade beads. And I will link that kit in chat for you in case you want to check that one out. But we did a live stream for that a few weeks ago. So you can catch the replay on our YouTube channel. Just go to the main channel where you're watching this on YouTube, and you can scroll over to the live tab, which might be where you're watching this, maybe. And you can scroll down a few to find the summer road trip presentation from the Great Bead Extravaganza.
So again, I'm just holding this in a place where I want it to be with my thumb right there. And then I just wrap it around a couple times right there to secure it. And then moving on to over about a ½ inch away.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just using like almost like your finger length as the eyeball placement.
Mm-hmm.
Becky learned that because she's a hairdresser.
Yeah. So this right here is about 1 inch on most people. And this right here is about a ½ inch for most people. So it's kind of a rough guide to what's what. And yeah, when you're cutting hair, folks, always ask people if they say, oh, I just want 1 inch off. Ask them, show me 1 inch. What is 1 inch? Some people will say that much. Some people will say this much. In reality, it's about that much. Yeah. So.
Mary says, guess what I'm going to be making today? Awesome. Make sure to post it in our Facebook group.
We want to see what people make. Yeah.
What you make.
We love to see what people make. There we go. I'm just making sure this is nice and tight, so everything stays where it's supposed to stay. And I'm just going in order of the crystals that I have laid out on the counter here. But, I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can do all one color. I'm using 5 colors because I like all the colors. This is looking really cool. I'm really happy with this.
It's beautiful.
And then, yeah, I would hang chain from each end with like a charm on it. Maybe like 8 inches chain on each end.
Yeah, and you could wear it backwards or forwards. You could
Yeah.
drape the chain down in the back, or you could drape it down in the front.
Yeah.
Whatever you're feeling that day.
Or you could finger crochet some of this fiber and have it hang. You could do all kinds of stuff. You could put some beads on like some soft flex and have just like some beads hanging down.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
Becky, we have about 10 minutes left in our stream.
Okay.
I want to know if you think you're going to be able to finish this.
I don't know. I'll try.
Let us know in chat if you think Becky's going to be able to finish this collar in the next 10 minutes. Because I want to see you try it on, or see me try it on.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to try it on. Let me get out of your way so you don't.
Yeah.
So you don't hook my ponytail.
I'm throwing the wire everywhere.
This is another hot tip for when you're working at home. Make sure that you are sitting far enough away from whoever you're with that you don't.
Your animals or your
in.
friends, or just whipping wire everywhere here.
And if you're not a glasses wearer, safety glasses might be a good idea if you are working with long lengths of wire.
Yeah, it kind of goes where it wants to, and oopsie, got you in the eye.
Annie says, of course she can.
Yay. Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Mary says, I think she'll finish.
Yeah.
I think she will too. Yep.
Yeah.
So guys, today at the Bead Place, we have open tables. So every Thursday, starting at 1:30, we have open seating. You don't have to reserve a table to come in. You just come hang out with your bead buddies or your yarn buddies and just work on your projects, or just chat, or just watch other people work on their projects.
Usually it ends up being a lot of laughing, and maybe somebody will get their work done.
Yeah.
It's a good time. I'm usually at the table working on something, either my own work or some work or something.
Sometimes I make Becky do work.
Uh-oh. But work around here is just like putting price tags on stuff, and
Yeah, still getting to play with pretty beads.
Yeah.
Michael says, Becky, you can do it. You're awesome.
Oh, thank you. I wrapped that too many times.
Becky is awesome.
I try.
So Michael says, is that for jewelry or yarn work? It's for either. Whatever you want to do, it's for both. We used to have two separate groups, but they started merging together. And so now it's just open tables. So whatever you want to work on. And sometimes people don't do either. Sometimes they are working on their planners, or sometimes they're doing is that bobbin lace that Jennifer was doing?
I was just gonna say, somebody brought
incredible.
in, yeah, it was like literally 50 little bobbins, and she was making lace. I think to make like a table runner or a placemat or something.
Yeah, lace.
I don't know.
The edges of woven placemats.
Yeah.
She had made.
It was incredible.
Yeah. Michael says today. Yes, today, every Thursday.
Every Thursday. Are you local, Michael? Yeah, every Thursday. 1:30ish till 3:30ish. Sometimes people show up early or stay late, but whatever. I think what did you cut? 2 yards, you said?
I said I was going to cut 2 yards, and then I just cut a length.
Okay. So well, how much ever you cut is good. I think
awesome.
It felt like it was just under half.
It looked like 2 yards to me.
Yeah.
When I cut it.
Yeah, it looked like it was just under 2 yards to me.
Just under, okay.
But I didn't really pay attention too much, so
okay.
Whatever. But yeah. About a wingspan. We'll see.
Wingspan. Let's not have that conversation again.
An arm span. But if you run out, you can add some more in the middle so easily.
Totally.
So not that important. Well, I was going to order the crystals, but that's what happens when you talk and you craft.
It's
whatever.
A humility stitch.
Yeah, whatever. Right now, I'm also knitting a cozy for my glue because I have a glue and it's really strong glue. It's called Art Glitter Glue. It doesn't have glitter in it. It's for glitter, but I don't use it for glitter because that's gross. But the bottle of the glue itself is just getting really yucky, and it's not the kind of glue you throw away. You just, when you run out, you refill it, because you have like a gallon of it, and you just refill it into a smaller bottle, and it's getting pretty gross. So I'm knitting myself a cozy for my not my yarn, my glue.
Michael says, or Debbie says, this is really Debbie, and I would love to come in and work on a crochet project.
Yeah, we would love to see you. We would love to see you. I think I'm going to put 2 more beads here towards the end. I'm almost towards the end. That one's not that same color.
You have 4 minutes left. I think you can do it.
I can do it. I have like 1 bead left here.
You can do it.
I can do it. Okay, I started on a green, I'm going to end on a green just because I'm crazy like that.
I think we have wire wrapping class today, too.
Oh, well, that's fun. Yeah, Ruth, our wire wrapping instructor, she is incredible. So at the end, I'm going to just wrap it around a couple times, not perfectly, but just, again, to anchor it on there. And I'm going to cut my tail and then zoop, just put it on there. And so this is the end where the wire wasn't, or the fiber wasn't behaving and it was all puffy. You can hardly tell now because it's so wrapped up. So look at that.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to kind of shape this into a shape, and it's almost there. It just kind of happened when I was wrapping. You don't want to shape it too much after you put the crystals on because you risk snapping the crystals. They are fragile. But I think this is a pretty good shape. Do you want to go to face cam so we can try it on and play with it?
Debbie says, I was just in Wisconsin and saw a friend of Abby's at Diakonos Designs. Becky says hi. Aww. Well, hello to Becky. I have not seen them in forever. We used to see them at beach shows, and then we did a little bit of kit promotion for them for a while. So definitely check out Diakonos Designs. They have a lot of really great kits.
There's about that much space in the back of my neck. I could put a ribbon through it. That'd be pretty. Or some kind of closure. But I think today we're gonna
wear it backwards.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring it in just a little bit tighter.
Make a headband out of that?
Oh, that would be so cute.
I don't know if it would stay on my head as a headband. I love wearing headbands.
So this is my thought.
Yeah.
So it's like a collar like this, and then you can bring down
more fiber, or spirit fingers, um, or chain. I would put chain on it, or you could put some beads that coordinate with this on wires and let it hang to right about here or so.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's a good size.
That's a great size.
Yeah.
And you could even use this as like one of those slide pendant collars, because your 4mm crystals are probably going to fit through most pre-made bales.
Oh yeah.
So you could just slide a pendant on there and then have a beautiful necklace.
Yeah.
To
I
hang
think
your
I would
pendant.
put a ribbon or something in the back to kind of secure just a little bit.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a couple inches of chain and a lobster attached to these.
Sure. Yeah.
Just because I like things to be,
Yeah. And
just,
you could even overlap it a little bit. You definitely wouldn't want to put a heavy pendant on it unless you made it longer.
Yeah.
But
that's fun.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
And then because you rounded the edges, it's not
pokey.
It's not pokey at all.
It's not pokey. And you can dress this up. We were showing last night the gold ladder yarn and like the crystal AB. You could wear it to a wedding.
Totally.
I'm thinking tiara.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, it would make an awesome headband. Terry says, is that memory wire? I am late, always late. No worries. Hey, I'm going to link what we used in chat for you. It's not memory wire. It is 16 gauge German wire.
No, it's a headband. I love it.
That is so cute. You should just wear that today.
I might just wear it today.
In your hair like that.
I might just wear it today. Yeah, I'm thinking black with black wire to hide everything.
Yeah.
And bright silver, like galvanized silver looking crystals. So it would look like spikes, like punk rock spikes.
Yes. Or hang on. I know we're gonna go over, but hang on, guys.
Ideas. Okay, we have ideas. When we start making stuff, we just let's try this, let's try that. What is Abby doing? She's getting something. Look out. I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. Big coffee. Okay, stickers. I have lots of stickers on here. Yeah. Anyway, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, hold on.
We got Abby.
Okay.
Let's go back to hand cam. Look what Abby found.
We have a ton of check glass spikes. Different sizes. I just grabbed the loose ones, but we've got smaller ones.
I would use flat wire. So this
there's
is
a better base.
Because these are about I'd say 3/8 of an inch wide at the base.
You could be a punk rock princess.
Oh my gosh, let's do it. I'm gonna make this today. Look at that.
Becky, we have all of these colors of little spikes too. We have a ton of spikes.
Well, if you're gonna spike it,
Look
may as
at
well
all of
do the
those.
big spike. Yeah. Oh my gosh, those are awesome. I like the big ones.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Make a black one into.
We have a ton. Message our Facebook page or our website, and one of us can send you pictures of all of the different colors and options.
Yeah, spikes. Yeah, black, and wear it as a choker or a headband with a spike. I like the big spikes, but the little ones are cool too. Yeah, and
so fun.
Yeah, punk rock.
Fun.
Do it.
We need to do this.
Little flowers on the top as like a forest cottage core.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the thing. We're just gonna have a million of these scrappy cuff necklaces and bracelets, and we're just gonna be scrappy every day. Okay.
I love it.
So much fun.
Mary says, Abby, have you seen the headbands that use zip ties as spikes? So silly but smart and safe for cosplay. That is smart.
Zip ties?
Yeah, like where they have a headband and then they have all the zip ties that like come out.
Oh, kind of Statue of Liberty looking.
Yeah,
Huh.
like a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like right. Yeah.
Very cool. While we've got hand cam, I wanted to do one more show and tell.
Okay.
What are you wearing? I'm wearing some earrings. Look at these earrings I made.
Those are so cute. Love it.
So it's just headbands and some cute little beads there.
Super fun.
Yeah, I just got loops that connect them to each other, and that's that.
Awesome. Did you use the plooper for that, or did you do the spiking?
It looks like I did the plooper because they're all like identical.
Awesome. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back to our faces so we can tell you guys a proper goodbye. I will see you tomorrow night for the fall
Sundance
inspired by Sundance stream.
Yeah, on the B Place.
We'll be streaming
Facebook
it on our
page.
YouTube, and also Softflex is going to have it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Hi, you. Hi, you want to show your picture? Okay, you are covered in blue marker, little one. Parker wants to show you guys her picture before we go.
Oh, look at that one.
Good job.
Cool.
It took maybe an hour to make the other one.
Yeah. And the rainbow one.
Are those scented markers?
Some of them.
Those are very strongly scented. Smells
Fun.
good. All right. Well, Parker, you want to help us tell them bye?
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.